Hello, Paul from Click and Turn here again. Well, today we're going to be turning a Banksia cone, which is quite possibly the largest one I've ever had. So that should be fun. Yeah, fun and games ahead. Well, when you're turning a Banksia, it's always wise to just take the top and the bottom off so that your centres have something to grip onto, because the Banksia pod is an odd shape, let it be said. They don't come much odder. I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers. I've just passed 200, a heady number, so that's great news. But yeah, if you like what I'm doing, then please like and subscribe, and I can take this channel further and further. Thank you. Well, first things first is we're going to rough it down to a cylinder with my spindle roughing gouge. So let's get on with it. Breathing apparatus is fairly important for that process. As you can see, a lot of stuff comes off. It's pretty messy. As you can see now, I've switched over to my 50mm chuck, just to keep it nice and steady, keep it balanced, and yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out a bunch of these things, but not quite yet. I'm going to turn the shape and whatever remains, and then we'll pick them out, because they're the pod, the seed pod things in here. That's what you can see, the white maybe there. That's one of the seeds. So yeah, they got to come out. Because it's such a thin piece of wood. Well, I'm going to call it wood because it's as hard as wood. I was just thinking what I can make from this, and I think I'm going to make a nice little candle stand for it. Seems like a nice thing to do for this. It's very decorative. Nope, I've changed my mind. I'm going to make a little decorative vase from this. Wide body, fluted neck, and then a fluted top with a hole drilled through it to put in a bud or something like that. That's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about the candle stand, but I decided the vase would be a little bit nicer. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, it will look better when it's done. Righto, let's do a bit of sanding. Looks alright, doesn't it? Righto, well, let's take the top off and make a hole down the middle of it. Dink. Done. I do have rather a lot of these 10.5mm diameter test tubes, which I intend to insert down there, so it can be a bud vase for a live flower if you like, because they could just put a bit of water in there and put the flower in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill an 11mm hole that far down, and then we can insert this. If all things go to plan, why not? So here's a useful tip. Here's my drill bit, and I'm just going to make a mark on my drill bit when I know I'm at the right depth. There we are. Easy. Okay, slowly catch a monkey. Let's test the hole size, make sure I haven't goofed. I goofed. Alright, let's put a bigger bit in. Sunk in a bit. Still a fraction on the tight side. Very flexible, isn't it, now the core's gone? One needs to be careful. Well, one needs to be very delicate about one's next move, because the core's gone. There's a wee bit of give, so I'm going to be taking very small bits and pieces from this. And at high speed. See what I mean? Well, that's nerve-wracking. I think I might stop there. Still got a bit of fluffiness there. Sanding sealer will stiffen that up. Hoo-wee! Anyway, so remember this. Goes in and it's absolutely flush with the top. I know, the problem is getting it out. Need a stick. Oh, there we go. Easy. Okay, for the next bit, one needs a technical tool, a pick, because you need to pick out these little suckers, because they spoil the look. And they take a long time to come out, so I'll either speed you up at this point or I'll just come back to you when I'm done. Oh, I can't imagine you really want to be looking at this, so I'll bring it back when I'm done. So that's all done now. Most of them are out. You do always get like the remaining dregs of a seed in there, but there's not much you can do about it apart from getting there with a file or something. Yeah, they're all gone. So what we're going to do now is bring it to life with a bit of sanding sealer. Are you ready? Going to paint it on, so I get plenty on there so it goes down the holes. Just look at the difference. It's amazing. Of course, because it's going down the holes, when you spin it up for the first time, you get a sanding sealer storm. So don't stand in the firing line, that's what I'm trying to say. Give it a lot because it soaks it up just crazily. So the point about Banksia is that it is a gnarly bit of wood. So when you come to finish it, you've got to think about what you're going to finish it with. If you put wax on it, it's just going to fall in the holes, and then you'll be picking it out of the holes for God knows how long. So that's why I recommended you put a lot of sanding sealer on it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it with a spray paint. Well, I say paint, I mean lacquer. So I'm going to use a bit of this Hampshire Sheen Professional Clear Gloss Lacquer, and hopefully that'll bring up the bling and make it look super. Okay, it's time for a bit of parting off. Gently does it. It's not ruin all the good work. Right, let's just finish the bottom off so it's not so wobbly.